my house today, and welcome to Super at 60. I'm Darlene, and in about 2 seconds I'm going to be bolting into my kitchen and starting in on our recipe for today, which is going to be a cookie. Now, this cookie is an interesting cookie. You see them out in the grocery stores all the time. They're in those fancy little packagings where the cookies are all lined up in there like the good little cookie soldiers, you know, so the frosting, I guess so the frosting doesn't get all smushed, you know. White cookie, soft kind of cookie with a colored, usually like a pink frosting, creamy frosting, kind of soft, and then sprinkles, those beautiful sprinkles that they put all over it. Well, the packaging is beautiful. The cookie itself to look at is very inviting and very delicious to look at. You just know that you're in for a cookie treat until you take your first bite. And as my oldest son Lewis says, Mom, they taste like chalk. And they do. They taste exactly like chalk. My youngest son loves them, and we just can't understand why. And so anyway, I saw on YouTube this, I guess it was one of those TikTok videos. They go really fast, you know, so I grabbed my pen and I wrote down things as fast as I possibly could. And I hope I got everything right. And apparently this is a remake of those cookies, and apparently they taste a whole lot better. Okay, well, what could be bad with that? Okay, first of all, they are a beautiful cookie. I got one son that likes them already the way they come, so hopefully I can make them better so that he'll even notice. Yeah, we'll see. But here we go. We're gonna go in the kitchen. We're gonna hit up the mixer, and all the yummy ingredients are going in, and we're gonna make homemade Loft House, that's the name of them, Loft House cookies for fall. All right, in my mixer, I already have started here 1 stick of nice softened butter. And to that, I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, just like that. And we're gonna just beat that up really well, just cream it together. The way all good cookies start, just like this. Maybe around just a little bit. There you go. Alrighty, now let's add 1 egg. Okay. Alrighty, and just a little vanilla. It's just kind of a splash of vanilla. I don't know, maybe a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Yeah. And we'll mix that up too. Okay. I'm gonna scrape this down a little bit, and then we'll take it from there. I sure hope these are gonna be good. Like I said, I'm just making a small batch here because I really don't know. We'll see together how they come out. But yeah, they always do look good, I will admit. They are very tempting, and they're always like at Walmart when you walk in, they're kind of there in your face. I guess they think, well, at least they look good. We'll try and sell them on looks. Well, that doesn't go very far very quickly. I mean, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you know how that goes. Yeah, I would never buy these again, ever. Not ever, ever, ever. And hopefully if these come out good, I'll never have to even think about it. All right, and to this we're gonna add 1/3 cup of sour cream. Yeah, sour cream, good old sour cream. How bad could that be? Sour cream is gonna help soften up those cookies. And also you're gonna watch, another thing that helps to keep cookies nice and soft is your baking time. Yeah. Take them out just before they look completely toasted, guys. We'll talk about that in a bit. All right, we'll get that nice and soft. All mixed up. That looks just beautiful. All right, let me grab my flour here. And we're gonna put in about one 1 3/4 cup of flour. Okay. So there's 1. And the 3/4, I just go about almost to the top here, but not quite, with my cup ingredient. All right, you know what, actually before I go mixing again, I'm gonna keep this up. Let's go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. Here is 1½ teaspoons. Now 1½ teaspoons of cornstarch. Yep, you wanna add cornstarch. Hopefully you've got this. I always have a box of cornstarch. I'll buy it for like one particular thing, and it just kind of sits there. Fortunately, you know, it does last a good long time, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Okay. All right, and then we need a half teaspoon of baking powder and a ½ teaspoon of baking soda, which I just went ahead and combined right here together. Whoops, sorry about that. And then a ½ teaspoon of cream of tartar. That's one of those other things, you know, you might buy it for one recipe, and then you just need a ½ teaspoon, just a ½ teaspoon. But all those things are gonna help make this so nice and soft. And now we're ready. Now remember, don't overmix. There we go. Now when these are done, I am going to roll them into little golf ball sizes, put them on a cookie sheet. But before that, as soon as I'm done here with the mixing, and it looks like I am just about done, I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator for about an hour and just let this dough chill. Those are the secrets. Those are some secrets, guys, to, you know, making something good versus something extra special. Okay, and I have a feeling these cookies have the potential of being extra special. So I'm so curious. We'll see what comes out here. All right, so we'll put this aside. And I'm just gonna mix this up really, really good here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put these into another container because I still have a frosting that I have to make. And I'm gonna go ahead and put them into the refrigerator for about an hour. So I'll see you back in just a little bit. All righty, my dough has been chilling for about an hour. Yep, it's got nice and hard and firm. Okay, what I did was go and get a little bowl of water so I can just kind of dip my hands in there if the little cookie ball here gets to be a little bit too sticky. Okay, so there we go. All right, I'll do just a few of these for you, and then, yeah. And then we'll go ahead and pop them into the oven. All right, so what you wanna do is just flatten them out, just a little bit, not a whole lot. Shape them, flatten them, a little bit of a divot in the middle, just a little bit. These will kind of do their own thing in the oven anyway. You just wanna help them along a little bit. Try and make them as best you can, you know, about the same size. I'll do one more. Okay. Now you don't want to soak them in water, obviously, but just enough. Okay, just like that is how they're going to go into the oven. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish as much of these as I can up. I will throw them in a 375-degree oven for 11 minutes. Let's go ahead and put together the frosting. Take that off for a second. Here's one stick of softened butter. And I'm gonna put just a little splash of my homemade vanilla right in. Yep, just like that, perfect. Okay. And I think all I really need, I need 2 tablespoons of milk, but I think I'll hold off on that. Let's go ahead and put in our 2 cups of confectionery sugar first. Okay, 1. Now when you're dealing with powdered sugar, remember, like a frosting or something, leave it out because you just never know. If, you know, your 2 tablespoons of milk that you're gonna put in, suppose you did just over, and you know, it's just that much over, that is going to ruin your frosting, make it too runny, and therefore you're gonna need more confectionery sugar. So just leave it out, just in case. All right, let's whip it up and see what happens. It looks like a very typical, very delicious, yummy butter frosting. All right, always start on slow, slow, slow when you add that confectionery sugar, and then you can start to whip it up a bit. Make sure all that butter is nice and fully incorporated in there. It looks beautiful. Let's see, texture of it. My cookies are in baking. Now see, that looks a little bit on the tad runny side. So I'm glad I kept my confectionery sugar out. I'm gonna add just about 1/4 cup there, maybe just a tad bit more. Not quite a 1/2 cup though. Start on slow. Let it get nice and mixed up in there first, and then you can give it a good whip. And a good scrape down. Yeah, let's go ahead and give it a good scrape down, because there's a lot of confectionery sugar that kind of tends to want to cling to the sides here. So you'll be surprised how much that would help your frosting if you're in need of confectionery sugar, just by scraping. That tastes delicious. And it's still a little drippy. For my liking, I'm gonna add about 1/8 cup, just little bits at a time. It's kind of like when you're making a bread dough and you're right down to the very last wire and you just think your dough is a tad bit more sticky than it should be, and you keep adding flour in. Like in my case, I always add tablespoon by tablespoon. Whip it, get a nice lot of air in there. You could even use your whisk attachment if you'd like to. All right, that's beautiful. Okay, so at this point you can ask yourself, okay, depending upon the season, is it a little girl's party? Is it springtime? Is it Mother's Day? Is it just for fun? Go ahead and add that beautiful pink in there. In this case, it's fall. So I'm gonna try, okay, now this is experimental, guys. So, yes. I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow, and let's see what that does all by itself. I wanna make brown, or kind of reddish. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I should just leave it alone, maybe. All right, here goes a little bit of red. I'm gonna see what happens here. Orange, that's what I was going for. What did I say, red? No. All right, a little bit more yellow. I don't want to add too much because, well, I just don't. Oh, you know what? I think this is going to be great against those sprinkles. Oh, there goes my oven. I'll be right back. All right, well, here's how the frosting came out. It's kind of a soft, peachy, orange color. Yeah, I know it's not exactly what I was going for, but we're gonna keep it because look what happens when you put these beautiful fall sprinkles next to it. I think it's gonna come out really nice. All right, here's all our cookies. They came out just beautifully, and they are delicious. So I'm gonna stick them right over here. I'm just gonna frost a few of them for you. They came out all different sizes, so it's kind of fun to play around. Here's what the back of them looks like. They're still nice and soft, bright white looking. So yeah, let's go ahead and give some frosting. I thought I'd go ahead and frost them with you. Can you imagine how pretty these would look like with a nice bold color, like a nice bold green or a bold orange if you were able to get the orange. I know I have some around here somewhere, but I'll be doggoned if I can find it. Of course, that's the way it goes, right? All right, and here's my pretty sprinklies, and I'm gonna put them right on top here, just like that, just like they have them in the store. And there you go, our first Loft House cookie. Does that not look exactly like the kind in the store that come in the perfect little clear package? They're perfect, just absolutely beautiful. All right, let's do a couple more. You know what I thought would be fun? I was thinking today, I don't know why, but in the comments below, yes, I would love to have you comment, as I always would. But today I thought it might be fun if after the video, go down into the comments and your spot to make a comment is the first one up. And very often there is one, or if not several, before you or underneath you. I guess that's kind of the way it's all set up. Leave a little something special for the person below you. Just go to their comment and welcome them to Super at 60, or wish them a happy day, or just something wonderful to just help brighten their day. Okay, it's a cookie day. Let's just make it a fun day all the way around. So remember, pass it along. So when you go down and leave me a comment, because I always love to hear from you. And then go to the person right below you in the comment section and leave them a wonderful little, beautifully spirited comment. And there you go. Another beautiful Loft House cookie. You know what? I don't even want to call them that anymore. Here's two of them right here, and they are so beautiful. You can put on as much frosting as you want to. I gotta kind of bend down here a little bit so you can see me. Or as little bit as you like to. It's totally up to you. The frosting is delicious, I will say. All right, we'll do one more. If you have enjoyed today's content in the making of this delicious Loft House remake of this Loft House cookie, I would love to have you press the like button. Okay, so, all right, look at my thumbs, that means time's up. So, frosting is everywhere. I should have brought a rag over with me. But anyway, I'm gonna just flip this over here so that I can talk to you proper like. I know, there's a hand, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. All right, so what was I saying? Yes, press the subscribe button. Sure, after all that, it's like, are you kidding me, lady? You want me to subscribe to that? Yes, I do. Yes, I do want you to subscribe, and I want you to check out all my other videos because they're a lot of fun, and we ladies here have a great time. Gentlemen, we would love to have you join in, of course. We do all kinds of cooking. I do some shopping. I do several shopping hauls where I just show you my goodies when I get home. I also take you with me sometimes. We do some life stuff. We do some an occasional devotion. We do some house decorating, home decorating, decor, kind of things like that. Not a whole lot of that, but every once in a while I'll do something like that, and I'll be doing something special for the holiday as well. But yeah, please press the like button, the subscribe button, and then there's a section where there's a little bell at the top. Ring that little bell. Y'all know what that means. It means that you will know when I upload a new video every single time. And I really hope that you'll press that button, because that just means that you'll know that I'm still here and I'm still producing content for you, for each and every one of you. You all mean a great deal to me. I want to thank you for joining me today in my kitchen, and I want to thank you ahead of time for leaving a comment below, not just for me, But for the person below you, yes, you want to leave them a comment. Say, hey, how you doing, darling? You told me to stop by and say hello. Or anything you want. Perhaps your favorite Bible verse, or maybe a recipe you want to give them. I don't know, whatever. Hey, and speaking of recipes, don't forget, send me your recipes. Remember, we did just recently do our first Tube Friend recipe, TFR. We did our Tube Friend recipe. It was that delicious banana cake from Rhonda. Yeah, next time I want to do yours. Yes, I do. I want to do your recipes, so send them in. super60@gmail.com. That's me, Darlene. I'll get it, and hopefully if it's something I can do, I'll do it. I'll do it. And we'll go back and forth on emails, and we'll make sure we got everything correct. And I would love to do that for you. Alrighty. Thank you so much for joining me. Lord bless you, and I'll see you soon.